So I just finished my short film and I used Dehancer plugin to achieve the look that I wanted. I was lucky enough to be reached out by Dehancer to review their plugin, and in exchange I was offered a license and an affiliation link. This isn't a sponsored video, so I can say whatever I want, but if you're interested, you can get 10% off using my promo code. More on that later. It was actually good timing. I've been working on this short film on and off for about 2 years, and finally was getting closer to pre-production. Basically no budget, I was using what I had and I wanted a specific look for a short film. My main inspiration was The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers, which the film was shot on 35mm Eastman XX 522 film, so I bought a 35mm film grain from Tombolas for the YouTube video that I was working on. Test out the film grain which I was planning to use for the short film, but after I uploaded the video, Dehancer reached out with their plugin and it was exactly what I was looking for and even better. Pre-production, I wrote the script on the typewriter because, well, I have one, and I actually like writing on it, so I ended up having one script, no digital copy, and I dropped it in the bath. It was still intact and I needed it for filming the rest of the scenes, but I scanned it with my phone this time. Filming, I filmed the bath scene first, then the rest. I had to go up multiple times to get all the shots that I need. And for some reason it was really foggy, and when I went up it was so clear and calm. The sun was shining and it was good days for filming. Editing, I didn't start the year in a great place and just made it harder to focus, and ended up delaying everything by a few more months, and cutting all the bits and putting them together was just pain in the ass, but managed to just push through and finish the edit. Sound design was alright. I tried my best to do what I can to help tell the story and build the atmosphere. It was made easy by Epidemic Sounds. Color grade was the easiest to do, especially with Dehancer, and it was in black and white, where it's just basically highlights and shadows. But let me show you what I did. So I just want to quickly go over the color grade I did for my short film, and I'm not very technical or have a very specific workflow, so I just do what needs to be done to get the look I'm looking for. So I'm just quickly go over what I did for this shot. First, obviously do a quick note tree. First note, I just do basic adjustments. First one, just do basic exposure adjustments. Next one I just take away the color so I can see black and white. When I'm editing, like early stages of the color grade, I would export the video, in like, just see how it goes, see how it looks. So that's why I use just easy to export, to like test export and stuff. Next one, I just use it for like, just save it for any gradients if I use it. And I just open the plugin, and again, you can see the difference, the way it pops. The contrast, the highlights pop in, and the shadows kind of a bit dark, and that's just really nice, like balance, personally. And one thing that I like to do that really helps sell it, that's like give it the shot on film look, which is the radial blur on DaVinci. And if you have a look, see how the edges, it takes away the sharpness of the edges. See this line? The lines in the background. Personally, it's a bit too much. Right? You wanna direct the audience attention to the subject. One of the tools you could use is the radial blur. See how that line is a bit blurry? It's not too much, it doesn't stand out too much or take away from the scene. It just gives it just enough to give it focus on the subject. like it, and I feel like what it's mimicking is, old vintage lenses, the imperfections of it. On the last let's put a lot of vignettes around this, just take the edge off it. And then let's go with the plugin itself. I'll just quickly cover it. It was shot on Sony Alpha A7 III HLG3. And one thing, I chose Kodak Eastman XX522 because the inspiration of the look I was going for was inspired by the lighthouse, and it was shot on this film right here. So same film simulation. For the print I used Kodak 2383 print. I feel like it just complements the film itself, so just gives a nice pop. I like it. And also the tools that I like about is the halation bloom. You can see it here, where it just like gives it a dreamy look, which showing on film can emulate that. Film damage, film breathe, and gate wave, those are mimicking the film running through the gates of the camera. So if your drums and the drums, there's your exposed side, and the unexposed side runs through the gate, and it isn't always perfect. It moves a little bit, maybe side to side, not really back and forth, but like you can see a little bit of movement. It's called breathing. So it mimics that, and it's not too much. It's very subtle, but you can tell. And it kind of adds onto what I was looking for, and there's actually perfect to what I was looking for, and even better. So again, before I even started this project, I knew it was going to be black and white, and I wanted a specific look, and I wanted to look like it's been shot on film. Right. So with the Dehancer plugin, it just made everything easy. Not only made it easy, it actually made it even better, because some of these shots are looking incredible, to be honest with you. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. The life that I'm living is conflicting with my inner peace.
We've been working on this music video, and I want to quickly color grade this using the Dehancer plugin to show you what would I usually do, and how would I use Dehancer to achieve the look that I'm looking for. I'm gonna add a node. We'll use this for just basic exposure changes, so I'm gonna use this for black and white. So let's do that. I'll just use the saturation down to get the black and white.
Into dreams at the bottom of the ocean.
Problem Dragon. Show you what we did. I used this LUT generator to get a lot in the camera, so we can see what the grade will look like while we're shooting Eastman XX522. You can see a bit of a grey. It was something to do with we just changed the print as well. You can still see a bit of the blue tints. It's what was it? I think it was a saturation of the print. So now already it's looking what I like about it is the imperfection. A lot of like TV TV series and films out there is like going for that perfect, well, each scene is perfect and all that lighting and stuff. Sometimes it takes it out because it's not. I prefer natural lighting and practical lighting, because it's like, even though it looks good, there's something wrong with it. It doesn't look quite natural or appealing.
My style left you froze. My mind's too deep for these shallow words I compose. On guard, I'm cold, let them know. From my head to my feet, you know I'm mighty on the beat.
Honestly, the plugin is great, especially if you're a filmmaker, and the pricing not being everyone's budget, but I would have saved up and gotten it anyway, especially if I'm doing projects for other people. If you want to try it out, you can use my code T101 for 10% off your purchase. The link's down in the description, and using it also helps support me and future projects. Ultimately, I want to be shooting an actual motion picture film, but this is like the next best thing, and I would like to keep using it for future projects. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time.